2-3 seconds, Prabhuji. Starting. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, today's title is Back to Basics of Krishna Consciousness. So, let me give you context of why this particular topic, okay, and what we are going to learn, an overview of this. So, what is observed in our movement is that initially, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we have a high level of enthusiasm, we have a high level of determination, we have enough patience also, okay. But with the passage of time, we tend to lose that enthusiasm, utsaha, nischay, and dhairya, all are compromised. Okay, we tend to look into big things, but we lose the focus and or basics of our Krishna consciousness. So, because of this observation, all the senior, all the sannyasis, acharyas, they came together and said, okay, we'll request everyone, anytime you have this problems in the Krishna consciousness, just check, have this basic checklist and try to see if any of them are not being followed. And majority of time, 99.99%, you will observe that these basics of Krishna consciousness are not followed. That's why we are getting into these problems. Okay, so nothing fancy, nothing new you are going to learn in this today's session. It's just that having this checklist and re-going through all these things. So His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, he says that we should rejoin Krishna consciousness every 6 months. The reason for saying this is that every 6 months, if we go back being a new devotee, okay, then your Krishna consciousness will be always have that innocence. Okay, you will have the learnings, you will have the learnings of your Krishna consciousness, but at the same time, your innocence will also be maintained. Okay, so let's start with very basics. So first, what are four regulative principles? I would like to have this session as very interactive so that everyone can speak. What are the four regulative principles we know?
No meeting, gambling, intoxication, illicit sex.
Okay, no meat eating, and then you can gamble, meat intoxication, all those are allowed?
Not allowed.
Okay, so no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. So why this thing? We have to understand these principles are set by our acharyas because they protect the four pillars of adharma: daya, tapa, satyam, and shaucham. It's very clear. If you read the Bhagavad Gita chapter 16, yeah, I think in 9, 10, all those verse, 9th and 10 verse, Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport that these principles are set just to make sure that our habits are clean. Okay, if we don't have this clean habits, we are going to degrade, our soul is going to get degraded, and we are going to fall down. So the regulative principles are set in place just to make sure that we are on the right side of dharma, not on the opposite side of dharma. Okay, so as we know, the current audience we have, there are some devotees who are looking for initiation, some devotees who are just got initiated, or some devotees who are practicing Krishna consciousness for more than decades. Okay. So for everyone, we have to remember why we are following these four regulative principles. Because just to keep us on the right side of dharma. Does this make us a devotee?
No. If like because you still if you take decade, then even if you follow, I
Hmm.
don't think so.
Okay. Thus, what do they think? Does this
Uh,
like this four regulative principles make us devotee?
no, Prabhuji. This is like the basic for to be a human being.
Yes,
So,
that's right. This just makes us human. Now, why I'm talking about this? Because many a times it is observed that devotees, when they go outside in this world, they have this superiority complex that I am following these four regulative principles. I am chanting. I am devotee. This is the superiority complex we tend to carry out. Okay, instead of being humble that we have got the opportunity of being Krishna consciousness, we are, because of Prabhupada, because of our previous acharyas, we have got this information and we are trying to practice something. So we should be humble enough because we have this opportunity, not be proud of, boast of. So if we look into that again, calling out 16th chapter, we are this six quality, damba, darpa. So this qualities, these demonic qualities are there so deep within our heart, we always tend to lose that vision that why we are following this. Okay, the next thing. Now there, I heard one class from Jannivas Prabhu and Pankaj Angre Prabhu in 2008 part. So it was 1 hour 45 minutes class. Okay, it was a question answer session actually. Every question was directly or indirectly pointing to this question only. Okay. So the question was, what is the prerequisite for mercy or going back to Godhead? What do you think? What are the prerequisites of going back to Godhead?
Without expecting anything.
Okay. What else?
Mercy of Guru. With the mercy of Guru, we can go back to God.
Okay. What else? Everyone has spent, I think, at least 1 year in Krishna consciousness. They will have some notions, right? I want everyone to just answer whatever they think of.
Service mood and compassion.
Okay. Anything more?
Association of devotees and practicing sadhana.
Okay.
Surrendering.
Surrendering. Okay. Anything more? Anything you wanted to add?
Always be in the learning mode.
Okay. Okay. Now let me tell you the answer given to in that class.
Yeah.
There are only two prerequisites. Okay. Only two. Always chanting the holy names and do not criticize. Nothing more than that. And it is said that if you define any additional qualities, qualifications for beyond these two, you will be forced with that prerequisite. It will be just extra for you. Ye yathama prapadyante. The way you approach to Krishna, the similar way Krishna will have approached, accept you. So if you say, like, just for an example, like surrendering, if you say surrendering is a prerequisite for going back to Godhead, it means Krishna will force that unless and until you surrender to me, I won't take you. If you say gaining knowledge is a prerequisite, it means that unless until you gain knowledge, you won't be allowed to come back. If you say building temple, okay, having that service mood, if that is a prerequisite, then unless until you achieve that thing, Krishna won't allow you. So please, it was a humble request from Jannivas Prabhu. He said, please do not make any more prerequisites. These are only two. Do not define any additional prerequisites for you. Always chanting the holy names and do not criticize. Nothing more than that. Okay. These are the only two prerequisites. Now, acharyas has explained. Now, people think that only these two. Actually, bhakti is very simple. Okay. But the problem is we are so complicated. So we think that everything important has to be complicated because we are giving ourselves so much importance. We are complicated. So we want everything important to be complicated. But in spirituality, in Krishna consciousness, simple things are always have a higher importance, you can see. Okay. So these are the only simple things, chanting of the holy names and do not criticize. Now, the point over here is always chanting of holy names is there, but you have to always and do not criticize. So generally, uh, we'll talk something practical. When we chant, many a times we have that pressure of 16 rounds of chanting. Okay, so what we do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Our calculation is very clear. If we chant this first, within 5 minutes, 6 minutes, we are going to finish our complete one round. Okay, it is going to 1 hour 20 minutes. We are going to complete our chanting. That's our calculation. If we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, it will take 7 minutes. Anything slower than 10, it will take 8 to 10 minutes. That's our basic calculation. We go with this calculation, and while we chanting our holy names, I will request that, okay, I understand that's the pressure. We have to go to office, we have to do our duties, everything is there. At least one round every day, at least one round. Do your chanting in front, sitting in the front of deities, closing your eyes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Just do this one round of chanting every day in the front of deities. Okay, once you start doing that, and do this chanting not for yourself, only for the pleasure of Krishna. Understand this: when you chant nicely, Krishna becomes happy. I'm not trying to judge anyone over here who is chanting fast, who is chanting slow. It's not my job to do that. It is between you and Krishna. Okay, Krishna might be happy with your fast chanting. I'm no one to judge on that. But the point is, if we do that nicely for the pleasure of Krishna, Krishna will also become more happy. And take it in writing: when you do this kind of chanting, okay, for the deities, for the pleasure of the Lord, you will also relish it. Many times we have seen that devotees say, Prabhu, I don't have the taste for the holy name. What can I do more? Answer is simple: chant your rounds nicely. That's the only thing. I'm not saying chanting attentively is a prerequisite over here. I'm just saying that when we chant nicely, attentively, slowly, and hearing each and every word, we'll be able to chant always. Okay, that is the only point. Now, the next point is, do not criticize. Every one of you has heard the katha of Jagai and Madai. They know that whatever reactions the Vaishnava Prabhu they did, it went on to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent it to the clouds and said that whoever criticizes, that reaction is going to pass on to them. Everyone knows this. But still, we have this habit to criticize other devotees. Now, let me give you a real example what I just remembered. Okay, so few days ago, almost a month ago, you can say. Uh, Generally, I don't pick up my mobiles during chanting, but one day it happened that just for 5 seconds, picked up my mobile. As because of that mobile face ID, the WhatsApp already opened, and aspiring devotees chat room was there. I saw 6 online. Okay, so within that 5 seconds, my mind saw that 6 online. It registered it, and the question came: why devotees are online on WhatsApp? Okay, while chanting. That is the first thought came into my mind. Within that 5 seconds, not too much. I don't even know why did I open it. I did not need to open my mobile also, look at my mobile, but still I opened it. I saw that 6 online. I started questioning why devotees are being online, are being on WhatsApp when we are supposed to chant. We are gathering here to chant. Now, can you tell me what is the funny part over here?
We are ourselves, thinking.
You are chanting and you are in WhatsApp only.
Yes.
Yes, Ro. You are also one of the online.
Yeah. So I forgot that I am also online. So here, Maharaj says that we generally, okay, let's see it this way. We are all humans. We have these 4 defects. We tend to make mistakes. Okay, our senses are imperfect. We have this illusion. We are have cheating propensity. Because we have this, we do mistakes and our senses are imperfect. We perceive the faults which we have. The person in front of us also have the same fault. Okay, that because of our senses being imperfect, we perceive that the fault is in others. We tend to neglect the fault within ourselves. Okay, so that's why whenever you see that there is some fault in some devotee, instead of criticizing, close your eyes, think that, oh, this fault is within me also, I have to correct that. You pray to the Lord that, oh Krishna, I see this fault in that particular devotee, please help me. And if And if this anartha is within me, please protect me from that. Please remove this anartha from my heart. If we have this kind of consciousness, it is going to help us. And whenever you hear any glories of any devotee, this is a practical thing I'm telling you. Whenever you hear any glories, just try to remember that or make a note of it. I remember one day Lal Prabhu was mentioning about Atulanand Prabhu before initiation. He said that now I have become so old. Now I want to take initiation. I can't wait anymore. I was like I was just thinking about it, like what is the clarity of his thoughts. Patit Pavan Prabhu, one day before initiation, he completed his this what is that course? Disciple course. At night he started and he finished it before the morning. Divya Mataji was talking about her this attachment to the deities of in her Indian temple. So all these things, when you hear these glories, make sure you remember them or note it down. And whenever there is a problem, whenever you see any fault in those person, try to remember those glories. So when you cancel out those faults with the glories, it helps your consciousness. This is a practical thing which I also practice. Whenever I hear any faults, I'll just try to remember their glories, and then that faults automatically get neglected. Okay, so again, coming back over here, just two prerequisites: always chanting the holy names and do not criticize. Do not make any additional qualifications required for this mercy. Now the takeaways is how to live our life. Okay. Generally, it is observed that we think about what is the qualification of entering into the spiritual world, how to develop the higher stages, what are the difficulties in Krishna consciousness. We tend to think about future so much, or we tend to think about our past so much, but we forget to live in the present moment. What do we have? What are we supposed to do? When we are chanting, we are thinking of some services in the evening. When we are doing the service, at that time, my rounds are remaining, I have to chant over here. That is what we do. We never live in our present situation. So our focus should be the service in our hand. We should be chanting our rounds nicely. Okay. And when we are doing service, we should do our services with whole heart. Okay. So we should be always living in the present life moment. And second is Sharanagati. We should not worry about being qualified for mercy. We should be just surrendering. Just don't think that whether I'm qualified or not, whether I have a right service attitude or not. Just don't think about this. There was one question posted to Janivas Prabhu. He said that Prabhuji, how do you maintain your Krishna consciousness? How do you have this service attitude? He is the head pujari of Radha Madhav, Mayapur. So it is that how did you practice your Krishna consciousness for last 40 years? He said, he first gave a thought and said, I actually never thought what should be my service mood. So what we understand from that we are thinking too much. We should be just continuing our Krishna consciousness rather than thinking, what should I do? What should I do with this? All those things. Okay. Just Krishna has given this, Prabhupada has given us this moment. Okay. Very simple. Chant your rounds, be happy, do your services, just surrender unto Krishna. All this is given. Let's just do that rather than focusing about what is the mercy is going back to Godhead and all those things. Okay. And because it is why we said that that you cannot be sorry, do not worry about getting qualified for the mercy. So in Nectar Drops, this very beautiful quote is that you can never be qualified to get mercy because mercy is given to most unqualified. If you think that I will get if I have this qualification, I will get mercy, it means you are unqualified. You have to accept this. Mercy will always be given to most unqualified. There is no qualification needed for mercy. Okay, it is from Nectar Drops. Next thing, we heard about chanting. Okay, always chanting. So the question comes that how to chant continuously. What is the trick to chant continuously? What do you think? What is the trick?
With a kirtan mode, we can chant instead of if you don't have beats.
If you don't have?
If you don't have beats, we can chant, with a kirtan mode.
Okay. Okay.
Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So by that way, we'll be chanting.
Okay. Anything more?
Be among devotees all the time.
Okay. Anything more? Okay.
Fixing on your mind, fixing our mind on Krishna always.
Okay. The answer is this verse. Trinadapi sunichena taroravi shahishnuna amanina mardina kirtaniya sadahari. This is the third verse of Sikshastakam. Kirtaniya sadahari. It is only possible if you follow the first three lines. If you follow the first three lines, then only the fourth line is possible. Having humility, having tolerance, giving all respects to others, and expecting nothing in return. If you practice these four things, then only you will be able to chant continuously. If you don't follow this, Kirtaniya Sadhar, it's just a matter of time. You are going to lose your Krishna consciousness. It's just a matter of time. We have seen very big devotees, very big sannyasis leaving this movement just because they are unable to follow either any of these four items. This is given, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not write any books. Okay, he gave only this Sikshashtakam for us. Whatever we are supposed to know, whatever we are supposed to practice, it is mentioned in the Sikshashtakam. It's enough for that, actually. Okay, we don't take it seriously. We don't give enough importance to this. So over here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is clearly, it's clarified. If you have to do Kirtaniya Sadahari, you have to have these qualities. I mean, you have to start developing these qualities. I'm not saying having these qualities, at least start working on this. So if you ever heard about any alcoholic meeting or anything like that, they say first accept that I have this problem so that you can start working on it. Similarly, we have to accept that we are lacking these qualities and we have to start working on these qualities. Remember, almost a month ago, Lal Prabhu gave this class of 26 qualities on chapter 16. He gave us a homework that we should be, he spoke about few qualities and said, it's a homework for all of us to look into what qualities are there within us. I went through all these things. I did not find any quality that I already have. I have to work on all these qualities. But when I looked into those 6 demonic qualities, I said, I have this also, I have this also, I have this also, I have this also. It is there within me so much. I have to work on it. Once I have accepted that I have these bad qualities, I have these demonic qualities, then I can actually work on it. Okay. And when I know I don't have these good qualities, I know where I have to go, what I have to work on. Okay, so if you have these qualities, then only you will be able to chant continuously. That's why we have to develop these qualities. Then only then we can chant our holy names without Nam Aprad, Dham Aprad, and Vaishnav Aprad. Only then. Okay. Now, only if we chant with all these qualities, then Harinam Prabhu will appear to us. We'll have the darshan of Harinam. Now, in this few months, Prabhuji has already spoken about, we read an entire book just on this topic. Okay, so I'm not saying anything new. It is all, everything is mentioned in that book also. Okay, and we are just trying to reiterate those items so that it registers in our mind. Okay, make this as your checklist items. Whenever you see there is nothing working in your Krishna consciousness, just go to this checklist and see if there is anything missing. You might not be able to follow something. Focus on that and you will be back on track. Now question again comes to you. When I spoke about this darshan, how many of you have seen Krishna personally? I will start calling out names then. Sujata Majadi.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I have a question. Personally means like through mind or through your like material eyes, Prabhu?
Yeah,
That
you have seen with your eyes.
We can see the deities, Prabhuji. So
And it is
yes.
in terms of like if something incident happened, but we saved from that incident. So we should feel, especially I felt, it's Krishna's mercy. Uh,
but
but we didn't see the form of the Krishna, but the person who helped on that situation, the I felt that that's Krishna's. Krishna came and helped us.
Okay.
Hare
Okay.
Krishna Prabhu. Sorry Prabhu. Can you please ask the question one more time, Prabhu? I'm still like contemplating.
Have you seen Krishna personally with your naked eyes? That is the question.
It depends on our mood, right, Prabhu? Like if you feel Krishna is with you all the time, for sure he is with you. He's always with us. Like we have, but per, I'm contemplating Prabhu with material eyes or like your mind. Like with my mind, I always feel that Krishna is with me and guiding me no matter what, like what I do. Without him, we can't do anything because he is within us. Like that is what I believe, Prabhu. But with my eyes means I always like see Krishna's lotus feet. I that is my first thing that I do when I go to temple, Prabhu.
Okay. Actually, Divya Mataji already answered that. Every Sunday when you go to the temple, you see the deities. He is Krishna. The problem is we don't believe he is Krishna. When we are serving him, when we are touching him, we are touching Krishna actually. Krishna is non-different from that. That is what we don't believe. Maharaj said this line that when we sing Gaur Aarti, we actually become part of the pastime at the Ghat of Ganga. We are actually over there. It is just that we don't realize. When it is, Prabhupada said that we are part and parcel of Krishna, we are Sachidanand. We are actually that. The problem is we just have forgotten about it. Nothing new has to be, we are not going to become something. We are that person, we are that part and parcel of Krishna. It is just that we have forgotten about it. We have to remember that we are part and parcel of Krishna. We are Amsha of Krishna. We are actually one with the Lord. It is just that we don't realize it. When we are chanting, we are actually holding the hand of Krishna. That's what we have to believe it. If we don't have that belief, Krishna is not going to reveal him to us. Okay, we have to have that faith. When we next time when we sing Aarti, you see the deities, believe that you are actually part of that pastime, and then you will realize that is the actually liberated stage what Prabhupada talks about. When you start believing that you are part of that entire Leela, you will feel liberated. That's the liberated state. Nothing is going to happen. Liberation doesn't mean you have to move from this body to some. In this body, you will feel liberated. That is the point. Once we believe that Krishna Balram is there, he is there. Whether you believe or not, he's still there. If you believe, it will help you. If you don't believe, it's your loss. Okay, like if I talk about myself, when I came to Krishna Balaram, because I was used to seeing Radharani deity so much, for me I did not connect with Krishna Balaram and Gaur Nataraj for long time. But after few years, I understand. Okay, I started having that attachment to him, and now I realize, oh, I should have done some more services. But okay, that's my learning curve. But now I've understood wherever I am, whatever I am, when I have this chance to be with the Lord, I will be with the Lord in whichever form He is. I don't want to waste any more time with these speculations and not doing my job. Okay. So that's end of today's session. Okay, I'm extremely sorry if some devotees were expecting some pastimes and this and that, but I thought like let's focus on our basics. Okay, that is going to help us in long run. Thank you, Mataji. Next. Any questions that we want to discuss or anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for the, taking back to the basics and yeah, we are also rejoined. And I have a question, Prabhu. You
My
said
video was off all the time.
Yes, Prabhu. I thought like you were on a iPad. That's why I didn't like bother
yeah,
you.
that's what I was thinking. You were asked to do the video, but you were off. Maybe it's part of a question, maybe to interact. Okay.
I don't know. I thought I started the video. Now when I switched off the sharing of screen, then I realized that video is off.
Hmm.
Okay, sorry.
See, already we made our friends thinking you're telling us you're not following it.
Exactly, Prabhu. Yeah. So my question is the same thing, Prabhu. You said chant and not criticize anyone, right? So how can you define criticize means?
So let's understand this. There are two things which I see, how I see it is, one is discrimination and second is criticizing. When you discriminate that this person has done something wrong, okay, and because based on your experiences, you based on your reading, you understand this action is wrong, okay, you understand this is wrong and you make sure, as I said, you pray within your heart, Krishna, please help me to oversee this and make sure that this doesn't happen to me also. I don't make the same kind of mistakes. Okay, that's the first thing I do. But now if I say, oh, Haripuji Mataji, do you know that this person did this? When I start doing all these things, it is criticizing. Okay, unless and until I am in a position of a guru, you are my disciple, I am not supposed to talk about devotees in a bad way. Okay, let's make it clear. And unless I am a guru, I should not be doing that. But yes, definitely, if you are in a role of a management or something like that, where you see you have that position of a temple president, you see something is going wrong, some person is behaving wrong in a congregation, so you go ahead and correct it. Otherwise, if you see something wrong and you want that to be corrected, you go and approach an authority. You tell them that this thing which I have observed. Can you do something? It's their job to do it. It's not your job. Unless and until Krishna or someone authorized puts you in that service of checking that person, let's not do that. Because I have observed it, whoever has started doing this kind of things have slowly and steadily went out of Krishna consciousness. It's just a matter of time.
Okay, Prabhu.
Does
Thank
that
you.
answer the question?
Yeah, yes.
Are you
Prabhu.
convinced or no?
What, Prabhu?
Are you convinced or no?
Yeah, it's good, Prabhu, to convince. And one more add-up question. So sometimes we are associating with the devotees and we are in the temple services involved sometimes. So we may not like everybody's, services and their opinions. Mm, so that time we might think, right, example. Okay, I'll take you example. So, okay, you are cooking and posting nice pictures on this Facebook. Okay, he'll cook. Why he has to show up? Like, if I mind something comes in my mind, it is that criticize or
Okay, now tell. Now Rajan Prabhu is there, right? Is he still there around?
I think she's talking about me. It's okay, Karim.
Yeah. So you know
yes.
there are some Rajan Prabhu has some flaws. Okay. Now there are some things you can tell him. Don't do this, don't do that. But whatever flaws you have accepted him. Okay. Same thing when you see some devotees with some flaws. Okay, say, let's understand this. No one is a pure devotee over here. Everyone is struggling. Okay, I am struggling, Lal Prabhu is struggling, you are struggling, everyone is struggling. Okay, everyone has this flaws. Accept that flaws and see what is good in them. If we just imagine you, uh, you are now, okay, see this way. You are at that person's position, okay, and Krishna is judging you. Okay, if Krishna thinks that he has this flaw, I won't accept him. Will you deserve stand a chance ever? Right? Krishna will say, okay, fine, whatever flaws is there, this is the good thing she is doing, I will accept her. Same thing we also have to do. There might be 1,000 flaws in that person which you are seeing, okay, but there is something one good, you accept it. That is, if you start doing this, it will help you, not that person, it is going to help you only. That the whole point is protecting our Krishna consciousness. It's not about anyone else. Okay, one devotee told me that this is also a very good perspective. Sometimes you believe that the only person in this material world who's not devotee is me. Rest everyone is a devotee. Okay, everything is it's a play kind of thing where everything is orchestrated in a way that to make you Krishna consciousness. There are some things which you are supposed to learn in this lifetime. Everyone is coming here to teach you that, and that's the you're going back. Now if you start finding that for this person this to me, this person did that to me, the only person who has lost is you, because you are not learning the thing which is Krishna is trying to teach you. That's the whole point. Does that help now, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you so much. Yeah,
Very
it
good.
was very nice answer. Thank you. It was very nice class, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Any more discussions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We have some questions in the chat. Do you want me to go through them?
Sure.
Lal.
Lal Prabhu, why you are asking a question? Do we have to try to become the most unqualified person to become qualified to receive Lord's mercy? You don't have to try, Prabhu. We are already.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. That's all I wanted to confirm.
Why is it easy to develop demonic qualities easily compared to divine qualities? So we have to understand that I know he's asking for all of us only, but still, as a service, I am going to answer that. We have to understand that we are in this. We are trying to do something right in the wrong place. Okay, because this is a wrong place, we tend to go down. That's a natural position is to be Krishna consciousness, but just because we are identifying ourselves with this body, okay, we start getting into that entire mood of developing these demonic qualities. Just because we are identifying ourselves with this body, moment we understand we are part and parcel of Krishna, automatically Krishna within our heart, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, he is going to reveal within your heart that you are not this person, you are Sachidananda. And then slowly and steadily you will try to come out of your what material conditionings. Okay, just because we are identifying ourselves with this body, we start developing these demonic qualities in the influence of these three modes of material nature. That's the whole point. We are getting influenced with this material modes of nature. In spiritual world, these material modes don't work. It is working because we are in this material world. Okay, so our job is to practice our Krishna consciousness nicely. As I said, chanting our holy, chanting the rounds nicely. When you do that, automatically, I said, just try to do that, the chanting which I was talking about, slowly, steadily, hearing each name. Just try to do it once. If you don't relish it, just tell me, I can lose anything. What you say, just once. If you do it, you are going to relish it. And then, because you have seen that some people are chanting 64 rounds, right? Why? Why are they able to chant 64? Do they have more than 24 hours? They have the same number of hours as we do. It's just that they are relishing it. There is something. That's what we fail to accept, that we are relishing this process.
Thank you, Prabhu.
I have not seen Krishna with my eyes like how Arjun saw Krishna. Probably you are seeing it them daily actually.
That's what I thought.
Hmm. Any other discussions? Prabhu, did I mean, is the answer good enough? The second question? Or you want to add something, Prabhu?
Uttamam. Uttamam.
Prabhu is always. I'll ask him feedback personally, then he will say something. Okay.
I would say, Lal Prabhu, you should say like, no, Prabhu, so that we get some more knowledge from Amoghnaam Prabhu. At least for our sake, you should say no.
Oh, no.
Okay. And I'm see, when I'm talking about this chanting, actually there's no point of judging each other. This person is chanting fast or this person. We are here as a family. We are not here to judge each others. Okay. Everyone has their own relationship with Krishna. We might be practicing Krishna consciousness from last 20 years, but you really don't know Krishna is getting pleased with us or not. Some Krishna might be getting pleased with someone who is just chanting one round, and that too very fast. Within 5 minutes, they are completing the chanting. Krishna might be pleased with that. We really don't know about it. So we should be always bothered about our Krishna consciousness. As I said, unless until you are in a position of Guru, don't worry about others' Krishna consciousness. I try to improve that person. Okay, that person, he has to introspect himself to move ahead. Okay, as a compassionate person, you can what I do personally is, if I see some thing like, now I don't know I should say this or not, but still I will say that. uh, Again, a month ago, whenever Lal Prabhu used to join, okay, he used to have that Lal Gopal Das bracket ZS. Okay, at that time I felt like, why Prabhuji is doing this? Okay, whatever the reason may be, I started having this thought. Okay, and just few days ago I heard few devotees, like who are very senior devotees. I never ever thought that that would happen. They actually left Krishna consciousness. And because I was in that thing, that negativity, that someone is leaving Krishna consciousness who was so dear to me and so senior to me, so respected, he left Krishna consciousness. I I just felt that this can happen. So I, at the same time, I prayed to the Lord that please somehow protect, because I love him so much. I just felt prayed to Lord, so Lord, just protect him. If there anything happens, okay, please don't let him go. So I prayed, and the next day onwards, I never saw that. Okay, I'm not saying he's whatever he did or something is wrong or something like that. It's just that I felt something. I did not even have the guts to go and tell him that, Prabhu, this is the thing. And he always says that, Prabhu, whatever feedback you want to give me, you give me. He readily accepts everything. Okay, he doesn't feel bad because of that. So generally, I whatever feedback I have, I already always share. But this time I felt I should not be doing it. But the point of saying this is that how to deal with situations. When you can't do anything, you can pray to the Lord. Lord is there in their heart, in as a Paramatma. He will take care. That is what we have to practice. Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for ZS. I felt it's much low. I was waiting for GBC.
BBC.
So we thought I could remove the ZS and wait for GBC to be posted.
Yeah, Lord will fulfill that also, Prabhu, one day.
I'm very passionate. I want to become king of.
What is GS Prabhu? We don't know. We never observed.
Oh, you mean
Zonal
like the
Zonal secretary.
GS means zombies. I'm one of the zombie category.
No, no,
Seconds.
zonal secretary.
Zombie,
Zone,
zombie,
whole
Thank
zone.
you, Prabhu.
zombie. I'm like a zombie.
He Prabhu controls the St. Louis, Kansas,
Prabhu, not only.
Bloomington.
Please,
So many.
please.
You are controlling zombies, Prabhu. In the call, we are morning. We are like a zombies. You are controlling, and you are bringing out of
This is
zombies.
all getting recorded, right? Please.
On YouTube forever.
You know, this assumption and judgment that we make is quite natural for us. For every single thing, we start assuming and making decisions and judge on people, right? This story I heard from Gauranga Prabhu many years back, very beautiful one. I might have told this one. There's one athletic person, bodybuilder. So he gets into the bus, public bus, and you get to the bus, you have to buy the ticket, right? So he goes, always the bus is full. He goes and stands near the driver, and then he stands like this because his biceps are so big, right? And then the driver and the conductor are afraid to ask. He will punch on his face. Where is the ticket? So one day went, second day also he came, not buying the ticket. Third day, same thing. And the things are going on for months together. And the driver decided, this is not the right thing to do. I have to teach him something. I have to ask him something or throw him out. But then the driver, a skinny guy, very skinny. What is he going to do? So he worked for 3 months going to the gym and took all the protein drinks and this thing, and he become equally a big bodybuilder now, right? So he decided next day morning that guy will come. The thing is that whenever the driver asked him, why are you not buying ticket, that guy will tell, I am Big John, I don't buy tickets. That's how he tells every day, I am Big John, I will not buy ticket every day. So finally, he decided tomorrow that John will come. I'll ask, you can change the name, John name to Krishna or something. That's how what Gaurang Prabhu said. So the next day, he was so confident he's going to punch on his face, John's face. So as usual, same stop. Big John came, he entered with his bicep. He filled like it. The driver with confidence, he asked with brave courage, "Where is your ticket?" And Big John said same thing. I am Big John. I don't buy ticket. He got up and ready to, we got hold of his collar as, why you don't buy ticket? Because I have monthly pass. It's funny. So we make assumptions sometimes in our life about it. It is funny, but then this is how exactly we make assumptions on every single person, right? Um, anyway, I thought I'll just add this one to this question.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. So I wanted to add a little more. So you told, right, we have to see our Krishna conscious, not other person to judge or anything. So we came to this material world with the Bhava Roga. So we are like a patient. We are treating ourselves, but we come to the hospital and we are thinking why this bed is not, the bed sheet is not good, why this person saline is not going properly. So no, don't worry about other patients, just treat yourself and go. So that's what I heard on one lecture. I liked it.
I will say a more raw version of this. Okay, um, when you go to use the restroom in the morning, okay, to do your morning duties, at that time, do you think like I should have a big TV over here? Okay, I should have big glasses, make this beautiful. What you do? You just go do your job and come back. Same thing. We have come in this material world. What is our job? Going back. We should focus on going back. I mean, going, when we say going back, not going back to spirit, the focus is like our Krishna consciousness. We have got this human body just to do our Krishna consciousness. Instead of doing this, we are talking about rest all the things. Okay, material comforts, this and that. And even in Krishna consciousness, whatever yesterday I was supposed to give class over in Mississauga. So I was talking the same thing that what I lost my thought.
While you're getting your thought. But the toilet and bathroom is also depends on whether it's the Indian toilet or American toilet.
Exactly, Prabhu. And I'm going to say, because we are upgrading
It is
our
a
bathroom.
railway. It's a railway station, bus stand. Then it's obviously you want to get out of this very soon. But then anyway.
Yeah.
So right now we are upgrading our bathroom. So we are looking. I was wondering, oh my God, this many facilities in bathroom. This much expensive. So when you are saying restroom example, exactly in my mind it's going on.
So unfortunately, you can't give any examples nowadays. For everything, there's a problem. Especially for the children, bathroom are the best heaven. They go and sleep there in the morning.
Do you want
That's why here they call restroom, Prabhu. That's why they call restroom.
Now I know why they call restroom.
restroom? Do you want to stop the recording, Mataji?
I think I'm getting into Prajalpa now. Better you stop it.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Spoiling the whole